felt was a massive thud at the speed of roughly about 80 miles an hour.
Hello guys and welcome to Vlogmas day 10. So, why do we have this Mercedes?
On the 8th, I had a meeting with my accountant in Birmingham. Driving back on the Birmingham, it was dark and we were involved in an accident. So someone actually crashed into my vehicle at the speed of roughly about 80 miles an hour. Substantial damage on a vehicle, and we don't know if it's safe to carry on driving the vehicle. So the insurance company has given us this vehicle until a courtesy car until they take our vehicle away and get it fixed, and then obviously once that our vehicle comes back, then they will take this vehicle. However, this vehicle is not free. There is a cost per day leasing this vehicle, but if the insurance proves that it was third party in fault, then the cost will be recouped from other party. If the other party fails to pay the cost, then we will have to pay the cost for the hire as well. Yeah, so yeah, it was unfortunate, but very lucky that I'm here today. So it could have been worse. At, traveling at 70 miles an hour.
Can you tell us how did you feel during the accident?
I was so lucky. I was driving the X5. It's like a tank. When the guy collided on the side of the vehicle at quite a high speed, all I felt was massive thud. I put the brakes on. Luckily, the vehicle was solid onto the ground. It didn't lose control. And you guys can have a look at the third-party vehicle. The third-party guy is very, very lucky to survive the accident.
Okay, and how did we get the footage from that? Because we were lucky someone was following.
Well, there was a good Samaritan there, so we were very lucky in that case because we didn't have the CCTV camera or the dash cam on the vehicle. So if we couldn't get the CCTV footage, then it would have been our word against them. So the insurance decision could swing either way, even though we were not at the fault. So the third party could say it's our fault. Luckily, there was a van driver behind us and he recorded everything on his dash cam. So he pulled over and he offered the dash cam footage to me as a proof that it wasn't our fault. I've called him, and on the same day he sent me the footage. So really, really good guy. You know, not everyone stops over.
Still out there,
yeah, not everyone stops over. You know, to help anyone. People just don't want anyone's problem. Especially it was -2 or -3 degrees, and it was dark, and the guy still stopped over to give us help, which is really good. You know, I would do the same thing for someone else as well.
The young man that was driving the vehicle, he was just worried that he's gonna have a insurance increase, but you were saying to him how lucky he was to survive that, right?
The young boy, you know, he's very fortunate to be alive. He fell asleep behind the wheel, so I spoke with him. He was honest with me. He mentioned that he was coming from a night out from a university party in Manchester, and he was rushing to get home. He was very tired. He does not remember what happened at the time of accident. Only afterwards he kind of realized maybe it's a bit of a shock, but I could tell from his eyes that he had fallen asleep. If you guys see the footage of the accident, you'll realize the car is slowly veering into our vehicle. You know, that it shows that he either was messing around with his phone or fell asleep.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a good outcome for both of us except the vehicle.
Yeah. But at least we are fortunate. You know, a lot of people drive there without the insurance, and it shows how important it is to have one, because it just can cost you so much money to
people don't
repair it,
realize, yeah, especially in winter, you know, it's a -2, -3, whatever, yeah. So even though the road looks clear, but it's frost, you know, and you can easily lose speed. So yeah, be safe out there, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna take it for a test drive a little bit later, and maybe we'll show you around how it looks. But yeah, it looks really nice. Leather seats, right?
This
automatic.
Is smaller, yeah. This is smaller to our vehicle. So
what is this for?
We have this is like a mouse. So you've got a touch screen to move a mouse on the screen control. The infotainment system is not as good as BMW. However, you need to get used to it. It's quite fiddly. This is smaller vehicle, so this is not equivalent to our vehicle. This is equivalent to X3.
Still looks quite spacious, right? Yeah, it's good. Obviously, ours is hatchback, so hatchback, 4x4. So it's got like back the boot is quite massive. Here it isn't, but never mind. It's just temporary solution. So as you can see, we've got a new car, and yes, it is a courtesy car that we've received because Josh, as explained, had an accident a few days ago. At this moment, I am just about to drive it for the first time, so I'm a little bit nervous because it's quite different to driving BMW or the Infinity that Josh has. It's got different controls and everything is in a different place, so you know, I'm gonna have to get used to it. So I'm a little bit stressed out because I'm driving a new car, and obviously because it isn't ours, it's even more nerve-wracking. So I'm going to get some shopping done right now, grocery. Come with me, I'll show you what I'm buying. It's just going to be like a weekly shopping, although it's never lasting us a week. Tomorrow we have quite an interesting day where I'm taking my daughter for something. I'm not going to spoil it too much, so be sure to watch the vlog tomorrow because it's going to be an interesting one. We're going to some really exciting thing that I've promised Angie to take her for ages, and she loves those mum and daughter days out. I love these days too because it gives us opportunity, just me and her, to spend some time together, some quality time, chat around, and you know, we're gonna drive there. So yeah, it should be really nice and exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and yeah, I shall see you later. That's a nice car to drive, I must say. I'm speaking the milk, but there is no skimmed milk, so I'm just gonna get a couple of bottles. But we do drink normal full fat milk, so I'm just a bit surprised that there is a shortage of milk, shortage of eggs. Ridiculous. This car doesn't have a nice point where I can just put the camera down and record, and I don't have a stand here because obviously it's not my car. I'm not going to be using it forever. It's a bit wonky, and that thing is going to fall as soon as I move. So I just finished my shopping now, and I'm going to head home, unpack it, and sorry for the music. Unpack it and then just cook some dinner. I'm hoping my husband will join me today cooking because I've been cooking all week and he has not been home to help me, so I'm hoping it's gonna be a joint cooking today. So I haven't bought an awful lot of things, and it's not really that I picked a weekly shopping. I just literally just picked things that we need for today and maybe tomorrow because I just wasn't in the mood, and I really need to be in the mood and have my shopping list prepared and everything, which I haven't had today. I wasn't very organized, but sometimes I'm just not organized as I normally am. So yeah, I suspect the camera is gonna fall in a minute. I must say this car drives really smoothly. Obviously it's much newer to my... I was right, the camera fell. Anyway, I will stop recording now because the camera is just not sitting anywhere securely, so I need to focus on driving.